Alright. So, we're gonna play some Stanley Parable, dude. We are chilling. Barely visible. Alright. The current time? What? Nine. I gotta wait till 26. Alright. It's currently 25, but I think it's about to turn 26, I think. Come on. Okay. Confirm. Alright. Okay. Perfect. So, we're chilling. I got some. Oh my god, that is gonna be trippy. Alright. Some. Oh, that's it. Oh my god, you can see in the computer inside the computer inside the computer inside my TV. Dude, that's crazy. Alright. So we're chilling. I grabbed some orange juice, some Sprite, and some candy. Some Swedish candy, and some Cadbury eggs, dude. Orange juice I'm just gonna quickly drink because I love orange juice. Hold on. I hope you could hear that. I put the microphone up to my throat. I gotta drink some more. It's so good. I love orange juice. Pulp free. I can't handle pulp. It's like a texture thing for me. I just can't do it. We're gonna try some of the Swedish candy. Some of it is, I think it's from World Market, I think. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to try some of these Swedish candy. I've never had them before. Some of it is sour candy mix. They're both like mixed candy bags. One of them is a sour one. One of them is just, oh, they're both sour. One is from a brand called Sockerbit, I think. Like, it's spelled S-O-C, then K-E-R, and then B-I-T. Sockerbit, yeah. S-O-C-K-E-R-B-I-T. Sockerbit. It says on the back, Sockerbit, well, since 2010, Sockerbit has brought you the finest Swedish and European candies, crafted with high-quality ingredients, natural colors, free from high-fructose corn syrup and trans fats. Prepare for a mouth-puckering adventure with our sour gummy mix. This tempting assortment boasts a variety of beloved flavors, fun shapes, and unique textures. I'm iffy on textures, dude. Fun shapes and textures. Every bite is a delightful new experience. Don't overthink it. Just enjoy it. You know what? I'm not going to overthink it. I am just going to enjoy it. And the other one is from a brand called SwedishCandy.com, I think. Protection. It's also sour stuff. It's so dark in my room. Let me turn my flashlight on. Alright. Swedish candy, where every bite is a journey into the heart of Swedish sweetness. Born from a passion for crafting the finest candies, our brand God, I can't speak out loud no, that's wrong. I can't read out loud. I mess up every time. Born from a passion from crafting the finest candies, our brand combines traditional Swedish recipes with a modern twist, creating a unique confectionery experience that delights both young and old. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try this one first. The soccer bit ones are in a resealable bag. This one's not. Alright, try. This one looks like a cola bottle, but sour. Mmm. That's what it tastes like, and it's delicious. It's really tough to chew, but that's delicious. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, let me take this last sip of orange juice. Alright, now we're gonna crack open the Sprite. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. Alright. Oh, I still got my Paul McCartney too. Let me take a nice little hit of that. Right, perfect. Oh my god. Inyata urata naima urata naima urata naima. Twist. 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 Alright. I saw, who's his name, Baja Bastion or something like that? Blastion? I don't know. Yeah, he does all those, ripping blinkers in a bowl and, like, try not to cough and doing the different challenges of reciting different things without coughing. But yeah, I'm gonna try one more Swedish candy. Oh, what is this one? This one also looks like a bottle. But it looks different in color, dude. Let's see. I don't know what that tastes like. Oh. I don't know if I like that one or dislike it. It's both like a candy and like medicine. Yeah, I don't know. Not necessarily all winners, but you know. But they make me feel like PewDiePie. Or I can't do it as high as he does, but you know. Anyway, let's get in. I'm sorry. We're just gonna enjoy this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I love you, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for his job. Stanley was happy.
But was he?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Peculiar.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Dude, it's been a while since I played this game, dude.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, dude, reading this game are a perfect combination, dude. Maybe not a perfect combination, but a fun one, dude. I know in the beginning when it was asking me if I played this game before, and I said no. I have played before, but it's been so long, so might as well just put it, yeah, you know what I mean. I can't jump. Wait, I got an achievement for saying that you can't jump into the little description of the trophy says, no, seriously, we disabled it. And another trophy for getting your first trophy. Awarded rewarded for getting any of the other trophies as your first. Huh. I find it interesting that pressing buttons makes keyboard sounds. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I like that. It's silly.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. No, I'm doing the right. Sorry, I have to.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. What the? Dude, Superliminal would be a fun game to play. I don't have it, though.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I
Stanley
agree.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yes, sir.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But do I?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Damn.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? Who's she? Huh? Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do.
Okay, here's her.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh. Dude, I didn't know this was, like...
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Dude, there's a cut on the pad of my thumb, and it hurts so bad.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
No. What if I don't? Is he gonna say anything? Because, look, I can drink some Sprite, dude. I want to see if he says anything. And we can use this chance to try the soccer bit, can't we? If I can get it open. How do I? There. Got it open. Try. Oh, this looks like mostly the same, I think. This is another cola candy looking one. It is. Oh, so good. Cola flavored candy is delicious. That's so good. Alright. I guess I'll press triangle.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
With the what? There's a talk clicking, a clock ticking. Okay.
So he went further. He
the
imagined that he came
before.
to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
You know what?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he
never realized that this changed.
Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh, this is sad now.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
Play this on
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Ultra Deluxe came out. Played a little
You
bit of
see?
it
Can he
on
just not hear me? How can
Xbox
I tell
Series
him in a way that he'll
stuff.
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to
Yes.
see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Yep.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die.
And I tried again.
That's crazy.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Well then. The end is never the end. The end. Oh God.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
You
mean?
know, I'm gonna
Stanley
do the
decided to
same.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I love you. I never noticed you. Alright, so we're gonna
When Stanley
go
came
in
to a
here
set
again.
of 2 open doors, this was
There's
not the
another something
correct
I
way
wanna
to the
do.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
See, I wanna do the same thing, except jump off the platform,
Stanley
right?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wait, you see?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
No.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
Skill
far.
trees.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You know what? I will.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Oh.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide leaderboard. What? Two milliseconds? Huh? This ain't real. Ha! Yeah, it's fake. I'm gonna do it again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
No, I'm gonna be nice.
honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Wait, what?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Yeah, no.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Okay.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Wait, what? Firewatch?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our
Whoa.
backstory? What is our motivation?
Firewatch,
But it
dude.
seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some
Creep
sort
tower's
of
crazy.
twisted erotic purpose.
What?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love
Depravity.
everything about this game, Stanley.
Dude,
And it seems there's
Firewatch
even more.
is a beautiful,
Come, let's
amazing
venture
game.
outward and see what else is out there.
Dude, I'm trying to see if there's another cola bottle, dude. What's this? I don't know. Cherry, lime, cola flavor. But I don't know what the shape is. Delicious, though. Oh my god, this is literally Firewatch. Firewatch is such a good game. I gotta buy it and play it again, because I never truly owned the game back when I used to play my dad's Xbox.
Oh, no. No.
Couple years
Can't
back.
be.
It's Firewatch, dude.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. Out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something
Dude,
with
Firewatch,
walls. Something
amazing
with
reference,
nice,
dude.
big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League, dude?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun. Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh no, what are you doing? Wait, what?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Wait, what? Whoopsie. Whoa, dude. This is crazy. I didn't know this is... What? I wasn't trying to go for any sort of ending or anything. I was just trying to do whatever, dude. Man. Wow. Well, that's cool. What's in here? Nothing. Literally nothing. Alright. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I don't want to wait. Oh, there we go. Never the end is never the end. Yeah, okay. That's a good ending. What time is it, dude?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's not midnight, is it? No, it's not. It's just night. I thought it asked me for the time. I thought it was going to be realistic. Alright. There we go. Right now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Except we can go with.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Come on.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you, or what? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Killing us, Stanley.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, I was going in a complete circle, dude. We didn't even realize.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh,
Whoa.
It's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
I think I feel
actually
happy
feel
too.
Happy.
I actually feel happy too. Oh my God, dude, it's beautiful. Whoa, dude, I'm so big, dude. I'm so big. I'm geeked. I'm geeked. Yeah, I'm geeked. Alright. I have no idea how that would sound. Whoa. Bye-bye. I'm taking a screenshot, dude. Let's take another screenshot. Alright. Ooh.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Oh. Let me look up this. Let me see if there's anything you get for waiting. Stanley Parable. I feel happy room. Zending. Oh, that's a nice name. Dude, it is so pretty. I'm reading, oh my God. I'm reading this ending because I'm trying to see if there's something else I'm supposed to do or just, I gotta wait. Is there more? Oh, it's these ones. Something drops down here, survive. So, I think apparently... Okay. So, apparently... Go in here.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh, no.
Please, no, Stanley, let me
Yo,
stay
what up?
here. Don't take this from me.
How's it going?
Please, Stanley, think about what... No! Oh, thank God.
Alright.
You lived. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from
Dude,
me. I can't
this
go
is-
back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both
We'll
go
both go
back. Why are
back.
you doing this?
Come on. We kids don't
Stanley,
do this. Absolutely
Let's
do
go
not,
back to the
dude.
other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were
No.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading this? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's pretty. Oh, it is so pretty, dude. Oh my God. It tickles my brain, dude. I love it. I had to see one this time. I'm sorry, narrator. I just can't stay there forever. I would. But no. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac. Dude, wait, let me check. Dude, I am gone. Alright. Well, I'm about to be gone. Come on, send it.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Oh,
I just wanted us to get along.
oh no,
I guess that was
I
too
promise
much to
next
ask.
time. I promise,
Looks like
brother,
you
next
wanted to make a
time
choice
I'll
after
make
all.
all your choices.
Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh yeah. You know, I feel sorry for you, brother, so I'm gonna do everything that you ask me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did. There's one more ending I think I can get from the one or two more from the other side, but
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Talk about-
hoping he might find an answer there.
let me let it ball up inside of you. That's crazy. Dude, this one, there's actually not
Stanley
anything
stepped
that
into the
ending
broom
that
closet,
happens in
but there was
this.
nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yeah. That's a really
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. 2845. Where the fuck is it, dude? Oh.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
I
He
know,
stepped into the newly
crazy.
opened passageway.
Dude. Am I going that way? Yeah, I have to. Oh, it's so dark. Whoa, dude. That's crazy. Dude, this game is so funny. How long have I been streaming, dude?
Descending deeper into the building,
46
Stanley
minutes high.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Dude, I got a message. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Yeah, hell yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility, let's do it. Alright. Oh. I remember this ending, yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
so
secret
trippy,
did
dude.
this
This is
place
gonna be
hold?
really trippy.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Dude, this is gonna be trippy, I feel like. I don't really remember this part.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Why is that one all glitchy?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's cool.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What am I looking at? There we are. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Whoa. Oh, dude. What would have happened if I pressed on? Oh, I gotta try that.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh,
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Kind of.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Like
what other mysteries did this strange
probably
building
like
hold?
a
As
couple years
sunlight
ago,
streamed
but
into the
it's
chamber,
been so
he
long I
realized
forgot.
none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh, this is beautiful, dude.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game trophy. Proof one.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So
standing now in this incredible room, Stanley took the first eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Now I gotta do this one. Alright. Trying to do this whole right
but
door.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Is there anywhere else I can go?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know.
It's
what
clearly...
were you thinking, brother?
Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Alright. I trust you. I gotta open the door for my cat. Oh my god. Come on. Hi. Oh, we're back here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So now,
what could it mean?
Continue on.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Yeah, sorry. Ooh. And there we go. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Huh. Boom.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
It's a circle.
No, wait,
no,
never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What? What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I should want to. This is a different path.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I'm banging my head and just peep. I like this.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
You know what? Oh, I have to. I'm just gonna try to continue the actual story. All right.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Restart.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Boom, this makes me feel weird.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come,
It's been
Stanley,
so long since I
our
played this game,
destiny
dude.
awaits.
Forgot all about it, dude.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Well,
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
music.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
17 minutes.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Oh, yeah,
eventually.
dude.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. That was jarring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
What
mean?
could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so...
When Stanley came to a set of two open
No,
doors, this
we're
was
missing.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
This
perfectly
is the
well.
final
Perhaps he
one,
wanted to
this
stop
one,
by
I
the
think.
employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded,
Dude, I'm
butterflies in his
getting
stomach.
heavy, bro.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
indicator.
door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked
Dude,
straight
some
ahead to the
Doritos
opposite door,
would go
and got back
really
on
hard.
track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa. What's that? I don't know. This is crazy. Alright, let's go.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Too strange,
and at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm so lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Where am I?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? and everything went black.
Oh. Wow.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Interesting. Not yet? Huh? You mean not yet?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is it?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. I'm excited.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's
The jump
circle.
Oh, I love this. A jump circle. I love this. This is fun. This is worth it. No. I want to jump more. I wanted to jump more. No. Okay.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness.
Excuse me.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, Initial impressions of this game are not
No, I'd
positive.
give it a 10
It's
out of
just
10.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. Oh, wait. There's more.
More.
Very good. Yes. I knew
Like
there had to be
predicting
something
what he's
else.
saying
Let's
with
see
their
it.
captions.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around
We
the new
should've still
content,
called
I'm
Twitter.
afraid. It could never
Not
have lived up to
stupid
such
X,
expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Whoa. It's different. I gotta find another cola flavor one. There we go, I found it. From Swedish Candy. It's good. I really like the cola flavored ones. No, that's peach flavored, but still good.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Coffee nut. That's broken knees right there. Let's try this one.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all
Predicting
my
his lines
favorite
are
memories
fun,
so I
dude.
can relive the
How
peak
he's gonna say each
experiences of
word.
my life whenever I want.
I mean, granted, I'm
Experiences
reading
like
the
the launch
captions
of the
before he's
Stanley
saying it,
Parable
but
on
yeah.
PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
To music. Stanley Parable demonstration. Or is that that's the demo? Is there any more cola flavored? Come on, I want to find another cola flavored. Ooh, what's this? I don't know. I don't know what that was. That's yummy.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created.
That's cola flavored.
Did you hear that, Stanley?
Delicious.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Ooh, what was that one? Oh, not that one. That was nasty. Try this one. Oh. I don't want that. Tastes like that. I don't like it. Oh. Mm-mm. Alright.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much...
He's gone. Oh, I don't like that.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
I'm sad now. Come back.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Dude. It's all falling apart. Dude. I'm getting so tired, brother. So there we go. Come on. Pretty crazy. Nope, and it's all gone. Dude. There to come back. Side road. They're probably not, dude. Yeah. Oh, it's black. Oh, is that the end? Oh, I know the end is never the end is never the end. Whoa.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself.
Yeah.
This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I gotta do it.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Love some new content. Some new content, if you will. That's what it said. Let's go.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Yeah,
So
dude.
forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this
this
far
is awesome.
superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Stanley Parable 2.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of
That's
interesting
pretty cool.
concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new
Stanley Parable
features.
2. This is actually pretty cool.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the
I'm gonna
weekends
listen
as
to you.
Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button
was.
described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Right. I want the too big button.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to... An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the... well, we'll figure that out later.
Here. Free trophy. Huh. Is it gonna be a gold trophy? Please?
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley. But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I want a trophy, dude. That's sad. I was excited for a free trophy.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle.
You know what?
No.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
He was here. Maybe, I don't know. Settings for jumping. No. Yep, this is in there. Open a hole. The reassurance bucket. This is no screenshots. I thought maybe it'd do something if I screenshotted it.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
love
feel
it.
it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Yeah, this would be...
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Put a hole. Oh wait, no. In here. Oh, God.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to... Great!
Right.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Oops, I actually didn't mean
And
to.
I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah?
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Guess we can go up here. What time is it, dude? It's 11 o'clock. Alright, damn.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Huh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this here and, continue again later.
All right. Have you seen
Because
everything you
I'll
wanted
be honest,
to?
I'm
Ready to move on now?
fried and tired, dude. So, yeah.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
I'll get
I
out of
can feel
here.
it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good
Night,
game in
brother.
there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the
See y'all.
Stanley